When you first walk into McDonald's, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? They sell burgers. So they are a F&B company. But have you ever thought of the question, how do they make money? Is it by selling burgers? Of course not. Because think about that. How many burgers do they have to sell to make billions of dollars? And especially these 2 years with coronavirus, the business might not be able to sustain for so long. So how do they make money still? A normal consumer would think that McDonald's is a F&B company and that's all they do, sell burgers. That's it. But that is a very low way of looking at the business. Their business model is very interesting. So take a step back and look at the whole business from a bird's eye view. They actually have 3 main ways that they make a lot of money, not by selling burgers. The third method is the one that makes them the most money. Now, the first way is franchise. A lot of people know that they sell franchise is about $1 or $2 million at least. That is, no matter if your franchise works well or not, they earn money. They have $1 or $2 million secure in their pocket. They earn that $1 or $2 million first. But what if that business does not work out? What if the franchisee is not earning money? McDonald's still makes money. So a big chunk of that money comes from there. Now remember that I say that they don't earn money from selling burgers? That's partially right, because selling burgers to make a profit is not for McDonald's. It's for the franchisee to make money. Why do franchisees need to make money? Because when franchisee makes money, McDonald's makes money too. Right? This is a chain of business. When one party earns money, the other party will be affected. And especially when it comes to McDonald's business model. A bigger chunk of the money for the business is related to franchising, because when a franchisee buys a franchise, McDonald's will buy a land. So they actually own a lot of lands, a lot of properties. So that is how they make a lot more money, rather than just selling burgers and franchise. In fact, McDonald's is one of the biggest real estate companies in the world that you didn't know. This is a crucial part of McDonald's business model because they earn rent from franchisees. When franchisees want to buy that franchise, McDonald's will buy that piece of land. The franchisee will be renting that land using their own money. When McDonald's buy that land, and for every month after the physical store is built, the franchisee will have to pay rent every single month to McDonald's. So they are one of the biggest rent collector in the world. A normal consumer might think that, oh, they just sell burgers, that's it. Now, here's another interesting thing about their business. Do you think they earn more money from burgers or Coke? Now, if you were to put burgers and Coke side by side and you measure the margin, Coke actually has a very extremely high margin as compared to burger, because making burgers you need patty, lettuce, cheese, you need a lot of ingredients. So the margin is very low for that. So when you order Coke, when you add on Coke, they earn more money from that. That's a little fun fact. Let's talk about real estate. They own so many franchises throughout the world. And especially when they buy the land back in 20-30 years ago, the prices are much lower. McDonald's are so good at choosing their location for their business, so that also helps them increase the rising property prices. Isn't that really exciting about this business model? When it comes to business, a lot of people think that, oh, I need the best ingredients, I need the cheapest price possible. But is McDonald's doing that? 100% no. A lot of bigger restaurant chains, they want to make the best meals with the best ingredients. Yes, you might get a lot of customers, but if you really want to scale it to McDonald's, franchising kind of level, it's really, really hard. I just think that it is very interesting to look at their business model. And now, the third way on how they really make the most amount of money is by supplying all these chains. In McDonald's franchise, look at what they need, the resources that they need. Tomato sauce, chili sauce, burgers, straw, sugar, a lot of things, a lot of things. When you buy a franchise, the franchisee has to sign an agreement saying that they have to abide all the rules that McDonald's have set for them, including purchasing everything from them, from the company. So if you want to make your own patty, or if you found a cheaper supplier, can you buy from them? No. McDonald's has full control over this. So look at how many chains in the world. I'm actually curious about how many McDonald's chains are there in the world. Okay, it says that there is a total of 39,198 restaurants worldwide in 2020. Now imagine that, let's say 40,000 restaurants. If they were to just mainly sell burgers, a burger, let's say in Malaysia, it's 10 ringgit, in around 10 ringgit, or let's say 15 ringgit. I've been to Thailand, they have this pork burger, they sell pork burgers there, but not in Malaysia. They sell it for about 20 ringgit. So if we take 20 ringgit and we convert it back to US dollars, that would be $5. $5 times 40,000 restaurants, 200,000. So if we were to divide it by 40,000 restaurants, this is the number of burgers that they have to sell in order to generate this amount of money. Now the fun fact about business is that a lot of people want to own a restaurant. They want to provide the best meals for their customers. Like for example, Hong Kong wonton mee. You might use the best Japanese onsen eggs, or use the best organic flour, all these things to make the best of the best. When you use high quality ingredients, the cost will of course be higher. And when your cost is high, your price is high. So if you really want to make money like McDonald's, millions and billions, that kind of businesses is very difficult to scale. But I find this McDonald's business model is very interesting. They not only sell burgers, they also rent properties, they earn rent, and they supply a lot of products. Creamer, burger, everything. So that is what McDonald's business model looks like. So now you are smarter than the average consumer when it comes to how McDonald's really make money. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Click the subscribe button if you haven't. How many McDonald's chains in the world? I just think that it is very interesting to look at their business model. And now the third way on how they really make the most amount of money is what's that called?